In 2010, if you had to imagine a Minecraft movie, what would you imagine? Go ahead, tell me. Because I'm willing to bet both of the balls in my sack that it wasn't this. Yeah! Dear God.
It was a beautiful thing to do, and we kept it PG-13.
This movie is so weird. Mostly because it isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's not great. Let's get that out of the way. This movie is so odd.
Oh, you can bag me up and take me to the curb anytime.
Let me be clear, I'm not surprised that a Minecraft movie stars Jack Black. It's just the way it stars him is so weird. Like, it's just Jack Black.
First, we need to load up on some gear or we're all gonna die.
Just a fat guy with a beard.
Whoa!
Hey, look, it's Steve. Hey guys, look, it's Steve. It's just fucking Jack Black with a blue shirt on. Wait, that's not, what is that, cyan?
An array of unisex turquoise blouses.
I know they had to market this movie right and, you know, make toys, make t-shirts, all that jazz. This is just so weird. I can't believe that this action figure exists, and I'm so happy I was able to snag one. Like, this isn't Steve, you know, this is just Jack Black.
Unless you start messing with the villagers. Don't ever do that!
You know it's staying in the box. The value of this figure is going to skyrocket. Just look at this magnificent figure.
Gaze upon this in all of its glory.
No Context Memes posted a picture of the same figure, except he's with a creeper. I'm getting PTSD looking at an image like this. We're not gonna go into that. The movie was directed by Jared Hess. He's the brains behind Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and Gentlemen Broncos. And you know what? That tracks.
I hate orphans.
Legitimate talks with Warner Bros. Of a feature-length film adaptation had begun in 2014, as revealed by game creator Marcus Notch Persson, following failed attempts to start adapting the brand into a television series. There was also a crowd-funded campaign to make a fan film, but this was stopped by Persson himself. Mojang CCO, Vu Bui, said later that same year, 2014, that the film was in early development, was set to have a big budget, and would probably not be finished until 2018. Not long after, Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy was hired to direct, though he left the project only a couple months later, along with writers Michelle and Kieran Mulroney. Apparently, Rob McElhenney, you know, Mac from It's Always Sunny, was hired in 2015 to direct the film with Jason Fuchs taking over writing duties. Production began the following year, and a release date of May 29th, 2019 was set. Steve Carell had been announced to star as the voice of a still unknown character.
Your head is huge.
After studio executive Greg Silverman left Warner Bros. At the end of 2016, so did the steam fueling this iteration of the film, and the project was put on hold. I would have loved a Minecraft movie directed by Rob McElhenney because I just think Always Sunny is hilarious, and I think he could have made it a lot funnier. At the start of 2019, the project gained new life, and writer-director Peter Solit, who envisioned an entirely new story and script from what McElhenney had been directing prior. Solit's film was set to release March 4th of 2022. As was the case with most films in production around the same time as COVID, Warner Bros. Was forced to put the movie on hold yet again. In April 2022, the film officially began its new life as the final film we have now, though Solit and co-writer Allison Schroeder were no longer involved, beyond the latter receiving a story credit. And then finally, director Jared Hess and his writers were brought to finally finish the film. An early version work print of the movie leaked online, featuring extremely goofy-looking scenes of Jack Black dancing in front of a bunch of terrible rendered Minecraft pandas.
Back on the stage!
Sometimes you can see the green screen effect around Jack Black's body. Interestingly, in the opening credits, it reads written by TBD, or to be determined. They didn't have a fucking writer? Like, what? What does this mean? They didn't know who their writer was when the movie was practically completed? What? The screenplay writing credit goes to a bunch of people. So they probably had an early draft, but then it was changed by a bunch of people, and so they didn't know exactly whose names to put here yet. The budget for this movie was around $150 million, and the theatrical release gross was $955 million. Holy shit. So they made out pretty good with this one. It seems like the audiences like this movie a lot more than the critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is 85%, while the critic score is 48%. Apparently, this movie won 2 Kids' Choice Awards.
Chicken jockeys!
for a kid's movie, it's fine, you know? Movie memes are fine and fun for the most part, but the memes for this movie in particular, when it was in theaters, crossed a line, I think. And it's not because I hate fun, it's because I care about people that just want to go to the movies and not have 1,000 people screaming in their ear, throwing popcorn everywhere. And then they're super confused because they're not terminally online like these kids are. So they're just like, holy shit, what's going on? Chicken jockey, boom! The entire theater just explodes. Popcorn everywhere, trash flying everywhere, kids screaming. Most screamed, cheered, and jumped up and down during the scene, leading to the ire of, well, pretty much everyone else in their vicinities. Naturally, others had to take it to the next level, reportedly throwing popcorn, toilet paper, flour, and other items in theaters. I'm sure some parents rushed out of the theater with their little kids because they were just so confused and caught off guard and like alarmed by the random explosion in their theater.
Tell me why these fucking little kids behind me threw their drinks and drowned my fucking 5-year-old daughter.
One notable incident reportedly involved someone raising a live chicken when the line was said. It all grew to be so problematic that many theaters had to post warnings that disruptive viewers would be removed from the audience. And then it somehow continued to escalate. One Australian viewing endured a fire extinguisher being set off, causing some people to report having difficulty breathing. 4 teenagers chased down and violently attacked 3 adults with knives after being asked to quiet down in a Rhode Island theater. Theater staff and non-participating audience members weren't the only people negatively affected by this, as the cast and crew also had mixed feelings on the topic, especially Jack Black. The actor actually made a surprise appearance at a theater to issue their warning to attendees not to engage in the viral fad before the film began.
Please, no throwing popcorn.
Once the film had been pulled from some theaters, and after the violent altercations, Jack Black live streamed on Instagram, saying with a heavy heart, "I didn't think it would get this far. I thought we made something weird and wonderful, something joyful, but now people are getting hurt. Theaters are pulling it, families are being turned away."
And just as I expected, it was a massive bummer.
While the ignorance and especially the violence can never be justified, many also see the bulk of this trend as fans simply interacting with a film that they're passionate about. I'm convinced that the chicken jockey meme was responsible for this movie's success. I'm sure it would have done fine otherwise, but it wouldn't have done nearly as well as it did if it weren't for the meme. It's so funny to me that they released a meme-along version of this movie in theaters. It just makes me think of the Morbius meme. Remember when studio executives learned about the Morbius meme, so they re-released the movie and nobody went to see it? Like, yeah, the Minecraft movie was a big meme. Chicken jockey. But when you release a movie that's a meme-ified version that like highlights the memes, it kind of ruins the meme. You know what I mean? Stupid. There were a few people that went out to see the meme-along version. I'm guessing just to like laugh at it or whatever. And they recorded it, and this is what it was like.
Flint and steel.
Like with many other Minecraft-related online content creators, the streamer Valkyrae filmed a cameo but was cut from the movie. It's speculated that this is due to how outspoken she had been about lead actor Jason Momoa's behavior on set, having said,
"I just saw him like mistreat some of the crew." It was after a very intense scene and it was a very emotional scene, so maybe he was still in character, I don't know. But I just was kind of surprised by how he treated like some of the crew. I was just really mad at them that they weren't doing something right. The way, it was like setting up like the shot and stuff, and so I was like, man, this is like not a good work environment. Like I would not be happy working under these conditions.
She probably should have waited to say that until the movie came out. There was intention behind titling the film a Minecraft movie as opposed to the expected The Minecraft Movie. The game it's based on is an open sandbox game where anyone can create their own story. So the filmmakers wanted their product to represent that and be one of many possible Minecraft stories. Similarly, as players control Steve and create their own iteration of the game's protagonist, they said they wanted Jack Black's Steve to be just another version of Steve. A Steve as opposed to the Steve.
This one is all mine.
I'm not sure about that. I think this movie definitely came across as portraying him as the Steve, you know, because he says, "I'm Steve."
I'm a potato. I'm a living, what else? Look at me. What else could I be?
Comedian and actor Matt Berry was also cast as Steve.
I wonder if it's loaded. No.
But because of the 2023 Hollywood labor disputes, he was unable to perform the role, which sucks because I love Matt Berry. He's so unbelievably funny in What We Do in the Shadows.
Gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be.
Although I'm not sure that the singing would have been as good if they were, you know, to keep the songs in.
I'm a one-track lover.
But I'm willing to bet that the songs were put in after Jack Black's casting, you know, because he can sing. But I'm not sure about that.
And you made that up?
I go improvisational, on instinct. Jared had that idea. He was like, hey, I want you to do a little jingle for Steve's Lava Chicken. It just came off the top of my dome.
I don't know why they used Jack Black when they could have used this guy who has a perfectly square head already. I'm Steve! So what is this movie? Well, it's Tron for babies.
I would like you to meet Ares.
Oh, come on! For those that haven't seen Tron, it's about these guys who get sucked into a computer game and then they have to like find a way out. This is kind of similar, but a little bit more fantastical and dumber. But you will love it if you have a fetish for people with realistic, fleshy blockheads with gigantic noses and unibrows. Holy shit, the villagers are terrifying in this movie.
How do we realize those designs as still cubed characters, but that have flesh and hair and bits and...
No, come on. What?
In this movie, they give us this like realistic version of Minecraft, and it's so strange, but it's also kind of endearing. It's fun because if they made it with Minecraft graphics, then it'd just be like another Minecraft movie that YouTuber could make or something, which I'm guessing is one of the reasons why they made it the way they did. They didn't just want to make like a dream video or something. This weird graphical style does kind of bring Minecraft to life, and it's wholly unique, which I can appreciate. It's also kind of fun that the prop department made a ton of IRL Minecraft stuff.
Production designer Grant Major did the Lord of the Rings films.
It's just like that Mr. Beast video. Remember when he made that Minecraft house? Like a real life Minecraft house, or was that someone else? So Steve in this movie was like a regular person in the real world at one point.
I yearn for the mines.
This old grumpy miner that's like guarding the mine is so funny. He's basically ready to kill this kid because he wants to enter the mine. Look at how mean he looks. There's a flash forward in time. Steve is older. He goes back to the mine and the old dude is still there and he's the same age. Wow, what supplements is he taking? Good Lord.
Head fake! Yeah!
I love how Steve always wears cyan. Like that's just his color. He's like Mario.
Same shirt, same pants.
He has to be wearing cyan. When he's a kid, cyan sweater. Adult while working, cyan shirt. The dude just loves the color cyan. There's this like magical cube in the movie.
The most powerful cube-shaped orb in the entire universe.
That gets transported into the real world. And this kid named Henry uses the cube to like get sucked into a portal that brings him into the Minecraft universe. But when this happens, the others get sucked in with him, but they don't bother explaining why or how this happens. They weren't holding a cube. Why did they get sucked in too? Because the movie needed them to be with Henry.
My butt! My butt!
It'd be kind of difficult for the movie to continue without the rest of the characters. Before Steve gives Dennis the orb, he put it into an empty bag. Later, when the bag is found, it has a big cardboard note in it with writing on it that was never previously seen in the bag or being put in the bag. In the real world, Steve has a small flapped pet entrance on his door, which is kind of weird because Steve didn't have any pets before he entered the overworld, where he found his cube dog that he brought to the real world. That somehow was never noticed by another human being, because if it was, they'd probably freak out that there's like this square dog running around. It would be on the news or something. You know, someone would take a picture of it. And holy shit, I know I already said this, but the villagers are so creepy. Their heads are like giant cubes of ham. Jason Momoa in this movie looks like he's cosplaying Dora the Explorer. Like, holy shit. Why is he wearing what he's wearing?
I came up with some ideas. I wanted to wear the shoes, the gloves. We talked about the mullet. Yeah, they let us put in some of our own ideas.
I also hate the fact that Steve has a gray beard. Why didn't they have him dye his beard? Like, yeah, Steve has a beard, if you can call this a beard, but it's not gray. And the characters just like know things about the world they inhabit that they shouldn't. Danielle Brooks's character, Dawn, just happens to know that Henry is being held in detention, but there's no way she could have known that.
Sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I hate it when I'm watching a movie and I laugh in the beginning and I'm like, oh, that's a good sign, you know? It might be funny throughout the entire thing. And then this is me throughout the entire thing.
We just opened a portal to a total...
Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying,
Chicken jockey!
This movie tries too hard to be funny a lot of the time. They will try to force in jokes. There's a lot of yelling and screaming for laughs, like the goats from Love and Thunder.
This is tradition.
I watched the entire movie and I wrote down that the funniest line in the entire movie was from a random teacher in the beginning. It's just this random teacher, and he says he hates his life, he makes no money, and most of his money is tied up in a drone kiosk at the mall.
But most of my money is tied up in a drone kiosk at the mall.
I don't know, it was just so random that I burst out laughing.
I was never here, okay?
Jason Momoa tries so hard to get laughs throughout this entire movie, and this guy, this random curly-haired man with a mustache, made me laugh 5,000 times harder than Jason Momoa made me laugh throughout the entire movie. Because he didn't make me laugh once, but you know.
Last year, I claimed $4,000 on my tax return.
I don't even know if this guy has a name in the movie. Like, oh, Mr. Gunchy is his name. They never actually say it out loud in the movie, unlike Clemente.
You probably heard that my husband Clemente recently divorced me.
How can you think up an epic name like Mr. Gunchy and not use it once in the movie?
Your ex-husband's here. He said it was an emergency.
You gotta be kidding me, Marlene. This is the guy?
Too late, Clemente.
She's right, Clemente. You totally blew it.
So yeah, I liked Mr. Gunchy. He was pretty funny, dude. I wish we saw more of him, but no, we get a bunch of Jason Momoa doing this instead.
I'm a freaking loser.
Like, Jason Momoa just screams the entire movie. He's supposed to be the comic relief, but he's not very funny at all. They call him the Garbage Man.
The Garbage Man.
That's funny. And he was once a gaming champion, and he goes on and on about it, like he's Dr. Disrespect if he wasn't a creep that cheated on his wife. Jennifer Coolidge is funny in this movie, I guess. The whole shtick with her is that she finds villagers attractive. It's funny because they're so obviously monstrous and like ridiculously gross looking.
Really ridiculously good looking?
Like, why would anybody? Like, she runs into one with her car and instantly asks it out on a date.
You're not gonna sue me, are you?
She brings him on a date, and nobody in the restaurant seems to care that there's an 11-foot-tall cubic monster in there with them.
Over the years with different people, different actors, and, you know, all the sex scenes and stuff, I have to say, I think my scene with Nitwit
was the one.
really,
Takes the cake.
I mean, I think it's the most attracted I've ever been to a character. Certainly turned on.
I think it's really cool that there's a reference to the late Technoblade in this movie.
That's a legend.
He was a Minecraft-focused YouTuber who tragically passed away from cancer in 2022. He's referenced in the film when Jack Black says, "No kid, that's a legend," in reference to a Crowned Pig character. One of Jack Black's original songs for the film, Steve's Love a Chicken, went viral and reached the 11th spot on the United Kingdom singles chart. This is the biggest hit Jack Black has had in the UK. La 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 lava, la 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 chicken, ma 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 ma. It is catchy though, but I didn't expect it to be so short. It's like 3 lines and then it ends. I thought it was a full song, but it's not. And at a mere 34 seconds long, earned it the distinction of being the shortest track to reach its top 20 chart ever.
Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell.
I didn't expect the writing in a Minecraft movie to be amazing, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. I'm really sorry, but I gotta unalive you and stuff. Chungus, the commander of pigs, says to Steve.
I'm really sorry, but I have to unalive you and stuff.
Chungus, the commander of pigs.
If I have to read the phrase unalive one more time, I'm gonna fix myself a bleach martini.
At one point, Steve says, "First we mine, then we craft."
Let's Minecraft!
I mean, I didn't want to die at all when I heard him say that. This movie feels like it was written by someone who played Minecraft for the first time and then desperately wanted to make a movie for TikTok-brained kids. I love how they explain what everything is in the movie too. This is a crafting table. Minecraft. And then there's a Nether's Got Talent in this movie. It's so funny, I have no words.
No one in the Nether was ready for it.
Oh, brother.
They give this evil pig witch a backstory, but in a movie like this, nobody cares to know why she's doing what she's doing. Like, I'm not gonna empathize with the evil pig witch in the Minecraft movie.
There was such embarrassing dancing.
There's an epic fight between her and Minecraft Steve. He suits up in his diamond armor. It's amazing. You just had to be there.
Make attack! What is this? Breakfast?
I did get one little chuckle at the very end when she tries to sneak kill Steve, but Steve saw it coming. I don't know, it was pretty silly. It made me giggle, all right? Daniel Brooks's character felt kind of pointless in this movie. I mean, most of them did, but her character in particular felt the most underutilized. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much to all my patrons that make videos like this possible. If you're one of those people, you're scrolling up the screen right now, and I love you. If you want to join these people, you can. Just go to patreon.com/ElvisTheAlien, where you can get access to an assortment of exclusive videos. Take one last gander at Steve.
Let's get rocking!
So yeah, guys, that's the Minecraft movie. Was it good? I also want to mention that you can watch my videos on Spotify. The QR code on screen will bring you directly to my page. Thanks for the support.